Vic one more time. Wasn't he fun? Yeah. I'm happy to be here. I'm here from Chicago, and if you've never been, get out there in the winter. It's a beautiful place in the winter. It is because the cold weather brings us together. If you're in a bar in the winter in Chicago and a fight breaks out, as soon as the bartender yells, "Hey, take it outside," those guys look at each other like, you know what? We've got more in common than we think. We better keep this in here. I flew Spirit Airlines here, and people talk smack about it. I like it. I love Spirit, because it's a nice reminder that you're never alone. It's a whole plane full of people doing equally bad in life as you, and that's special, right? It's special because it's very specific. We're all doing well enough to be off the megabus, but just barely, just a little bit. But the real reason I like Spirit, it's the only airline where even the pilot's not better than you. Every other airline, you get off the plane, the pilot's right there for you to thank them for flying the plane. On Spirit, they're the first ones out. Because they gotta get to their second job. Those guys are busy, right? They're delivering an Uber Eats, Chicago to Cleveland. They gotta get there before the food gets cold. I talked to my mom on the phone today, and really it's FaceTime, but she holds it up to her ear so it is the same as a phone call. You know those old people and their tricks, that's her favorite one. She loves it. My mom lives alone, so she's always worried someone's gonna break into her house. What she forgets is when you live alone, there is no such thing as breaking in, that's just company, right? Like, I live alone. If you broke into my apartment and said, "Put your hands up," I'd go, "No, put your hands up and get over here for a hug." Are you kidding? It is good to see you. I learned this, that all parents have a favorite kid. Without fail, every parent's got a favorite. And if you don't think that's a bad thing, congratulations, you are the favorites. It has never been a problem for you guys. For me, my brother's a doctor, which you think obviously makes him the favorite son. But his doctorate is in music education. My friends, that is the only time that stand-up comedian beats doctor. Because if he's on a plane and somebody screams out, "Is there a doctor on board?" he says yes. But then when they ask, "What's your specialty?" he has to say, "The trumpet." Then whoever needed help was like, "Actually, you better help that guy because he thinks he's a real doctor." That's where the help is needed. But growing up, my parents never told us they had a favorite. They named my brother Evan, great name. Evan actually means generous gift from God. Pretty incredible thing to say about your son. They named me Tyler, which directly translates to one who lays tile. So, wonder who the favorite was, right? They plucked my brother's name out of the Bible, my name just out of the trade school course catalog, like whatever. We will take it. My brother's also married. All my friends are getting married right now. I've been a groomsman in 9 different weddings. Yeah, because I look great in the background of photos. It's my whole thing. It's all that I have. When you do that, they call it standing up to a wedding. And for groomsmen, that's all you do, is stand up there. Bridesmaids provide emotional support, they run errands, they plan half the wedding. Groomsmen, the whole job is to stand up there and remind everybody she could have done worse. That's it, pretty easy gig. So I've been in 9 weddings, I officiated 1. And that is a weird thing to do as a single guy. Because I'm up there talking about love at a wedding I couldn't even get a date to. After a while, you can tell the whole speech was plagiarized. I'm like, look, love is important, okay? Love is powerful. Love is what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Also, every kiss begins with K, and that's the power of Pine Sol. That's all I know. That's all I know about love. But as a single guy, I'm jealous of cultures that have arranged marriage. Because white parents put a lot of pressure on their kids to get married, but that's all they do is the pressure. Like my mom will be like, "Why aren't you married?" I'm like, "Why aren't you helping?" You have options? I don't. That's why we're in this situation, okay? I think it's tough to date me because I have anxiety. And anxiety, good for some things. For example, the strongest muscles in my body are here in my shoulders, from how often I cringe at something I said 10 years ago. It's pretty good. Somebody will see me at the gym like, whoa, how many reps do you get in? I'm like, well, thousands every day. And then in my head, I'm like, what a stupid thing to say. And boom, there goes another one. You know? People like to ask a lot if you suffer from anxiety, and I don't. It's actually the reason I have a personality. It's pretty good for me, right? Right? What I suffer from is people who don't have anxiety. Because sure, good that you're happy, but the rest of us have to sit through this painfully long story that you're telling. And you know what would help tighten up that story a little bit? If you were terrified that everybody hated you. Right? That might be good for the rest of us. So I'm anxious, I'm also not intimidating, and that's a bad combination. Like I got mugged, and one of my friends was like, don't you think that would have ended differently if you were carrying a gun? I was like, yeah, he would have also gotten a gun. Great, now this guy's out there on the loose with my phone, my wallet, and now he's got 2 guns. And it's not the way we wanted it at all. You guys are nice to laugh at me at all, I'm aware of that. You are. It looked funny, right? If you see 5 or more geese together, you know that's a flock of geese. 5 or more guys that look like me, scientifically, that is a fraternity. 7 or more, a cappella group. Scarier! But part of the whole look is these glasses. I just started wearing glasses for the first time. And until I put them on, I thought my eyesight was perfect. Then I put on the glasses, looked in the mirror, I was like, whoa. That is not what you said you look like. Yeah, I catfished myself. I was like, dude, you said you were a model. You're just some creepy looking youth pastor. This is not what I signed up for at all. But the thing I most wasn't ready for when I started wearing glasses is people asked to try them on. All the time, someone would come up, take these off my face, put them on, and say, how do I look? Like, blurry. All right, NACA, you guys have been fantastic. Enjoy the rest of the show.